Ever heard the term daddy's little girl? Well, in the Berger family, that relationship is obvious. Lindsey Berger is one of 3 children, but she is the only girl and the only basketball player. Her father, Berger, also played competitive basketball, and so it's only natural that the two of them bond over the game that they love. Barry played college basketball at the University of Delaware between 1984 and 1988, and he's excited to see his little princess on the college stage. But make no mistake about it, Lindsey never wanted her father to hold her hand during the college recruiting process. This strong-willed high school senior was determined to forge her own path.
She kind of tells me what to do, and that's our relationship.
He's also not afraid to tell me when I'm out of my place.
Yes, about 1 in 1,000 times I'll put my foot down, but the other 999, Lindsey bosses me around.
I have my own trainer, Sammy Verona. He's fantastic. He trains a lot of people around the valley. When we train with him, you do a lot of it's work all around the basketball court. So not only is it post moves, but it's also ball handling and agility and shooting and kind of everything, that you would need to be a fit basketball player. My dad is not really afraid to tell me what I did wrong after my basketball games, so that's kind of where his training comes in.
It takes a while sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a long list.
Yeah. I mean, he praises me at the end, but he's not afraid to tell me what I did wrong in the game, so.
With Dad handling post-game reviews and Coach Verona managing Lindsey's training regimen, Lindsey has become a well-rounded basketball player that can handle herself inside the box and sink a three-pointer when she needs to. But Lindsey didn't always see herself playing college basketball. In fact, soccer was her first love.
Initially, I actually thought she'd play soccer in college because she played soccer from a very young age and seemed to like it, had a good team, good teammates, and enjoyed it. So basketball didn't really come around till a little bit later for her.
We're a soccer family. We're a soccer and basketball family, but we all love to play, to watch soccer. And I think it got to the point where freshman year after my basketball season, that's also kind of when the recruitment really hit hard. That's when I had to make the hard decision to stop playing soccer, which I really didn't want to do. But obviously, I had to train in the off season for basketball and the college visits. It was kind of near impossible to play both soccer and basketball and get to where I want to be with basketball.
And her hard work paid off when Holy Cross called. Worcester, Massachusetts is nearly 5 hours away from the Valley. Despite the distance, though, the Bergers were still excited about Lindsey's decision.
If you were to tell freshman Lindsey that I was going to go to college in Massachusetts, I would say no. I've kind of been a homebody my entire life. Besides that, with the whole distance thing, we're going to be in the Patriot League, so I'm going to be coming home to Lafayette and Lehigh twice a year, which I think that's kind of like the icing on the cake for me. All my away games are basically going to be closer to home. So
the road to Holy Cross was an interesting one. Not only did Lindsey have to deal with the challenges presented by the pandemic during her recruitment, but Holy Cross also hired a new head basketball coach over the summer, and Lindsey worried that could put her scholarship in jeopardy.
Yeah, I was concerned, Courtney, but the reality of it is that it's the players are probably more important than the coaches. If they go, 27-2 her first 2 years, coach is leaving. But Lindsey seemed to really like the players she met on her fairly brief visit.
I'm really close with the one assistant that I have met, Coach Fitz. She kind of stood with me throughout the whole transition of the coaches, and there was a lot of uncertainty. So once the new Coach Maggs was hired and then the new assistants were kind of announced, our relationship grew. And then she had, during one of our Zooms, she reiterated the fact the scholarship was still there.
With her scholarship intact, Lindsey and her father are now mentally preparing for next fall, when this Lady Trojan will begin a new chapter.
We're very proud of her. We'd be proud of her if she didn't play basketball, of course. But yeah, she's a good kid all around. That's why she's my boss.
He might not have been like my trainer or my coach all throughout the years of growing up, but I think just kind of the fact that I didn't want to let him down. I know it kind of sounds bad, but being his only daughter, his only child playing basketball, I kind of used him as inspiration to kind of be my best at all times.
Reporting for the Service Electric Network, I'm Courtney DuPont.